the situation in our country is quite different, and I would be really happy to present what we have. And just let me first share my screen and start my presentation. Yes. So I will just and parents in the sports clubs, football clubs particularly. Yeah, first of all, the very special with the Norwegian Sports Federation is that our top umbrella organization is both the Norwegian Olympic and Paralympic Committee and the Confederation of Sports. So it is maybe second biggest organization in Norway with 2.1 million memberships, and with the population of 5.3 million in Norway, it's like maybe almost every second person is a member of a sports or federation, sports club. So, and we have 55 national federations and almost 11,000 clubs. Partner with different organizations on different levels. So our federation is not only the umbrella organization for the sports federations, but also for the WADA, also for the Olympic, Paralympic Committee, and we have members in International Olympic Committee and Special Olympics, and so it is very wide range of relations, international relations, and it is gathered under one umbrella, which is quite unique, and I don't think there's such an example in other places in the world. And what we have is the Norwegian Sports Confederation on the top, and until we come to the sports clubs. So here we have two lines in gold that goes in parallel. So there are some confederations and sports councils, which are relevant to the sport itself as an administrative body. And at the same time, there is a national federations and regional federations, which are regards to the specific sports branch, which the sport club is represented. And yeah, so the state is only involved in the highest level with the federation, confederation of all sports, and other sports are going on the local communities with the regional confederation and sports council. And this is the classic football club structure, and I think that this is very important to underline why it's so big, because this is the representative of how the democracy is also resembles in the club administration. So as you can see, this is the very classic structure. So where we have in the middle the main administration, and there are some committees which are related to some board issues and something related to administrative issues, and there could be a department for juniors and child, and for seniors and adults department, and yeah, gender difference, of course. So totally, this is maybe not the updated statistic, but we have in this small tiny country, we have over 30,000 football clubs with
Max, we're sort of losing you a little bit.
Let me take out my.
It's more the internet, I think. We'll keep going. We'll persevere, and hope that we don't lose you entirely. Now we can't hear you at all.
Is it better right now?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, and now I would like to go deeper in why it was so important for me to explain this, the model, the sports model in Norway, because it is highly based on the volunteering. And what is the mantra of the Norwegian is the club is boss, and it should be very good planned with some values and the players in the focus, and that if the club wants to become a good boss, the club must have better in all areas. However, surveys show that only half of the clubs have employees, and it is really hard to make this decision to employ someone because it's both legally and financially become a burden for the club. And that's why it is considering that so many volunteers are contributing to the Norwegian football life in the country. And yeah, as you can see, that's approximate estimate about 100,000 volunteers. And in regard to the members, it's maybe half of the of all the members. So think about the responsibility in the club, and basically these are the volunteer parents that are in the core of the administration of the club, and at the same time they have to take care of the administration and to lead the club and lead the activities and the trainings. However, our government gives support and wants that the clubs will also take responsibility for social tasks and being a contributor to the welfare state, be inclusive, taking care of public health, and keeping at the same time the participant costs low. Therefore, they contribute and give some financial support. And of course, it is welcome that sometimes it could be crucial for a club to stay alive. And that's just sure that basically what is 48% of all the income basically comes from the in-kind support through the volunteer work. And this makes a huge amount of 3 billion Norwegian kroner. It's like, I think, 300 million pounds. But parents, as I said, they act very differently, and huge amount of 27,000 trainers in all football clubs, and most of them are They are parents. So you see, it's both men and women. Almost 90% of all trainers in our football clubs are parents, and 84% of all of them are volunteers. So this is, I think, very special with our football, with our sports system in general, and most of them trying to get the basic training, and some of them go even further. And this is based on their previous experience. As you can see, it's almost everyone has experience as an athlete from organized sports from before, from previously, and that's how the parents can have this expertise and relevant skills to become a trainer in the football club. And we can speak about some impact on parents, how the football club can contribute to the parents that are involved in the life of football club. There's a research-based results that show that parents they have this involvement in sports become as a normal, and at the same time it's the way to connect with the child emotionally and the child's further development. Yeah, there is a significance of sports in the parent-child relationship, and that the parents what they experienced when they grew up
they also have this something to put in their parenthood and what they encounter as adults. And of course, there are some tensions could be in form of parenthood that particularly evident in what's called deep involvement or too intensified form of parental engagement with youth sports. So this is some kind of a challenge for our system. This is the research was based. It was made for only for the Norway, and these are results from the Norwegian research. And just to come to the last point, there I would like to give some principles on how to inspire to volunteer in the football club. So it's easy to get the support, active support, and stand up for their children and show the interest and put the kids and players in the center, not something else, not some other benefits. And it's easy to create a well-being in the local community, actively participate in parent meetings, be loyal to coach and club's guidelines. This is maybe something that Tudor had mentioned, some issues, but yeah. And this is the principle not to interfere with the coach's task during matches and trainings, and avoid contributing to only our club mindset. And I have also some success factors just to mention. And it's easy to contribute to creating a safe social meeting place at the club, both for the kids and for the parents, of course. And the parent group is an important network where it could be basically arrange some social gatherings, dinners, and different other events. It's easy to talk to other parents and include everyone, regardless of background and status. And these are based on our society, welfare state society. Yeah, that was pretty short, and I'm thinking